What were some fun things that she liked to cook in the kitchen with Harry and William?
The princess was an awful cook. She didn't like to cook at all in the kitchen. I think one of my fondest memories of the time she almost cooked was I used to leave food for her at weekends. I'd have the weekend off and I'd leave the food, and I'd actually, one of her favorites is stuffed bell peppers. I'd leave plastic wrap on there, a little yellow sticky note with a number 2 on, and that told her on a Saturday lunchtime she could put it in the microwave and press 2. That's how bad a chef she was. But one day she invited a friend over for lunch one Sunday, and she said, oh, let's do pasta and sauce. The friend brought the packet pasta, the jar of sauce. So the princess put the pan of water on and dropped the pasta in. They got chatting, and the pan boiled over, put out the pilot light on the gas. Well, they had lunch. Later in the afternoon, the princess came into the kitchen with some fruit. She could smell gas. It's from the pilot light. So she was so nervous, she called the palace fire brigade. And I remember Monday morning, she came into the kitchen. She said, "Darren, you won't believe the weekend I nearly set the whole palace on fire," which was a bit dramatic. But she said the best part was I had 12 hunky firemen all to myself.
That's amazing. I love that. That is such a great story. I know, I'm sure you know from experience having children that children can be picky eaters. So were William and Harry picky eaters when they were younger?
It was difficult. When I joined the princess, she got her life back on track. She was patron of 119 charities, working out at the gym 3 days a week, looking the best she ever did. And she conquered and confronted the bulimia. And when I joined her, she said, "You take care of all the fats, I'll take care of the carbs at the gym." And so it really was difficult for me, to change all of my recipes. I had to get rid of all of the sort of the fats, the creams, the butters, and go into the healthy eating. So one of the problems was, of course, William and Harry, royal princes, but children's palates. And so they didn't want the sort of healthy quinoa and things that the princess was eating. So Wills and Harry both love roasted chicken. So that was an easy one to do on the menu, because I could roast a chicken and take off a breast, lift off the skin and slice the breast and leave it at one side of the dish. The princess would eat with the boys, and it would be Buffy style, so she'd help herself. So that, along with roast potatoes, Wills and Harry love roast potatoes, and potatoes that you bite into and all that fat runs down your chin. Not healthy at all, but so good. But for the princess, I'd actually take the potatoes, parboil them, toss them in paprika and egg white and dry bake them. And so now she was having the carbs she wanted. Now she was having the protein, and she could have as many vegetables as she wanted. And William and Harry thought Mummy was eating the same as them.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, you mentioned the roasted chicken. I think that Meghan and Harry were eating roasted chicken the night that they got engaged. I remember them saying that in there. Was that your recipe, maybe?
I'm not sure if it was my recipe or not. I think Prince Harry was in the kitchen enough to see me cook roast chicken. I'm not sure if I ever taught him how to cook it exactly, but yeah, I mean, he loved roasted chicken. Both boys did. The crispy skin on the outside and the soft and tender meat. It doesn't surprise me one bit that he cooked that comfort food.
Oh, I'm sure. So to your knowledge, are William and Harry good cooks now?
I don't know. I mean, the boys. I left the boys, after Princess Diana died. So certainly when they were younger, they weren't good cooks. They weren't interested in cooking at all. In fact, they'd only come into the kitchen to play either hide and seek or to see what was for dinner.